I was a young kid, and my sister and I would go to visit my dad at the local meat shop, the butcher shop, Thrifty Mart actually, back in South Bend, Indiana. So here we were back there running around in the coolers, pushing each other with sides of beef, or like playing Rocky before we even knew what Rocky was. The love and the appreciation for hard work and honest trade really started when I was young. The reason why I wrote The Art of Beef Cutting was to be a supplement to these culinary programs, so when they opened up their box, they could actually see where these products were coming from. Now they can have a hands-on experience, intimate with me, on how I break down the side of beef. This side of beef is broken into two quarters, the front quarter and the hind quarter, which is down towards the back of the animal. The front quarter is broken down into 4 major primals. Up here towards the front of the animal, the neck and the shoulder, we have what we call the chuck. When you continue from the chuck, then you have the rib, which is right in here. And then if we reach down up towards the belly here, we have the brisket and the plate. The carcass is separated into 2 pieces between the 12th and 13th rib. That's what you're seeing right here. When we continue into the hind quarter, we have what's just loaded with some amazing flavor in here is the loin, the sirloin, and when we continue towards the back end of the animal is the round. The last primal that we're going to talk about is just this little primal up front, which is called the flank. This piece right here that I just exposed is what I like to refer to as beef butter. This is the most amazing cut of beef in the whole animal. This is truly my favorite cut. And it is called, in geek terms, the spinalis dorsi, or the ribeye cap. So what I'm going to do, I'm just removing the tail, or oddly enough, we like to refer to this as a lip. That has nothing to do with real lips, it just means the tail. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut a few ribeye steaks. Okay. And the one reason why people may not like to eat a ribeye is because of all this extra fat that's in between these 2 muscles. So what I'm going to do is say, great, you have your nice lean piece. I'm going to take this cap right off the top. And you could leave this whole, you could do it for the whole thing. I'm just showing you how to do this with 1 piece. But if you had more, you could leave this whole. It would be a lot larger because it extends the whole length of the rib. It's here, it's here, it's here. So we're just going to trim this up. And this is absolutely amazing. That is the best cut of beef right there. I have my remaining portion of my ribeye muscle, which is also the same muscle that's in the chuck eye and in the New York strip, the longissimus dorsi. It runs all the way through the animal. So now, since I removed the spinalis from this muscle, I'm going to remove the tail and trim any fat. And while we're here, I'll just go ahead and remove a little bit of this connective tissue. Okay, just take a little bit with your knife. And now, we can cut these into nice, thick ribeye fillets. Again, these would also be great on the 2-step sear method. So there are a lot of options with the beef rib. You could take the bone off, you could leave the bone long, you could bone it out, have ribeyes, you can have spinalis dorsi or ribeye cap steaks, or you can make these beautiful, wonderful ribeye fillets. There are many options. This is the best cut in the whole carcass. I am Kari Underly, and that is The Art of Beef Cutting.